Okay, today I figured I'd go over some of the features of my F-35A Lightning II stealth fighter. Right off the bat, you should probably be able to notice these little stubby wings that are very short compared to the size of the airplane, and that's what makes it one of the things that makes it a high performance, very high speed plane. As a matter of fact, the real F-35 tops out at I want to say 1,200 miles an hour, which is Mach 1.6. But my plane tops out at just under 130 miles an hour, which makes, if you scale the speed up, which makes my plane about Mach 2.4 if I'm not, or 2.2 if I'm not mistaken. In either case, yes, this is a high performance model. It does fly fast. As I said, about just under 130 miles an hour is what this thing's been clocked at. Let's go over some of the systems that are on board. It is actually a pretty advanced model, all things considered. And we'll start with the wings. You notice these little stubby wings. So yeah, this is what kind of helps it to go fast. These little bitty wings, just to get off the ground, this thing has to be moving pretty fast just to get enough lift under these wings to lift this thing up. But the wings have, unlike some planes, for those of you who understand how control surfaces on airplanes work, unlike some planes, the F-35A does not have a separate aileron and flap on the wings. Instead, it has just one control surface, which serves both functions, and we call those flaperons. So if I do just a roll maneuver, then you see the left and right control surfaces move opposite each other, and that's used to roll the plane left or right. But if I need to drop the flaps, here you see they slowly move down together. And this is my landing flaps position, this is my takeoff flaps position, but more importantly, while the flaps are deployed, I can still roll the plane if need be. And it's just put those flaps back into flying position. And another thing about this aircraft is on the horizontal stabilizer, on the tail surfaces there, it has what's called free or full flying stabilizers, which means that when you move the controls, the entire stabilizer moves, not just a flap on the end of the stabilizer. And those things help with the agility and the maneuverability of the airplane. Now, if we look at the underneath, we'll notice it has the tricycle landing gear, and just like with my other planes, I've installed the custom lighting package that I 3D printed myself. So if you put this aircraft into active mode, you see the landing lights come on the landing gear, and of course on the wingtips you see the green and red navigation lights to let you know which way the plane is facing when it's flying. As far as the landing gear, this plane has a functioning landing gear suspension system. So if I kind of push down on it, you see it has working shock absorbers on the main wheels and the nose wheels. So let's push down on there we go. Yeah, it has working shock absorbers. Because again, this thing comes in hot when it's time to land. And then we'll look at into the cockpit. You'll notice that, yes, the pilot figure. Let's see if we can get the lighting right on this. Get a good angle. There we go. Yes, the pilot actually looks like me because that is a 3D print of a scan of myself. And just like all my other planes, the pilot actually moves. Hi, how you doing? And the last thing on this lighting package on this thing is something that the F-35 has that the A-10 doesn't have. In its custom lighting package is afterburners. Yeah, they're pretty powerful.